Good morning. Let's begin with hands on our heart. We are in the peak of summer and pretty hot summer week for many. So take a big breath in and exhale. And start with a little bit of heart breathing in honor of the fire element, which is at its peak, at its most yang. But the majority of this practice will be actually about cultivating balance with the water element. The water in the 5-element cycle is the one that sort of keeps the fire from getting too hot, right? So take a big breath in and bring that into your heart. And do another breath in. And give a little rub right in the middle of your chest. Ren 17 or Conception Vessel 17, a great calmer of the heart. Invite your feet to just settle and merge with the earth, as if you could send roots from your feet to the heart of the earth. And invite your soul to the heart of the earth. And from the crown of your head, let that thread of white light lift you up, connecting you to your soul star. And turn your awareness deep inside your body. And floating your arms up and down. And we're doing a lot of practices to support the water element, which is connected to our kidneys with the water, so helping keep cool the summer fire. So inhale as you stand taller, and then exhale. And this is stroking the waterfall at sunrise with your awareness. Let the backs of your palms just go up, that cooling waterfall, and then let your palms glide down. Moving with effortless effort. A lot of this practice would be moving with that flow of water. Sinking into the earth as you exhale. And shifting to one leg, float one arm up, the other down. We are at our peak of yang in the 5-element cycle. The peak of fire, right? So really hot temperatures. A good part of the U.S. this week. So inhale as you shift your weight, and exhale as you go down. And in this movement, invite your chi to go over to one side, and now shift to the other. This is a very balancing movement. It's a great movement to calm any excess fire. So it's really stroking the waterfall with one hand, right? So continue to stroke that cooling waterfall of light. Let's do one more to each side. And then bringing your hands up overhead, push through your palms. Look up at your palms and a little bit lift up on your toes and come down. And this is as the Buddha lifts up the earth. And we're also lifting the bubbling springs, right? As we lift up on our toes. Bubbling springs at the bottom of our feet. Encouraging that flow of cobalt blue light coming up our body. Nourishing kidneys. So inhale. And exhale, sink. And then floating your hands up to a little exhale, side bend. And a side bend. Down. And then a twist. Checking out your knee view, wherever you are, every twist. And sinking to the earth. So we'll do that again. We'll do a side. Side. Sink. And then a twist. And then floating your arms down so that they're now on your kidneys, right in the middle of your back. Take a breath in as you shift, twist over to your right of your mirror image and come to center. This is opening the gate, so as you twist, giving a little massage to your kidneys, which are associated with the water element. It's also a time in our world where fear is pretty high. And fear is an emotion that can get pretty out of whack when the water element is out of balance. So take a slow breath into your kidney, to your right kidney, and exhale. And then a slow breath in. Your left kidney, sort of calming that fear that may be present. And the colors are your thing today. Color associated with water, right, is this deep blue, cobalt blue. So inviting from your bubbling springs, coming up your leg into your kidneys. Let's finish this up. And then letting your palms connect to the earth. Shift with your hips first, and then the rest of your body. We'll do a version of water waves. Letting your feet, middle of your ball of your foot, your bubbling springs really make contact with the earth. Letting your palms make contact as you lead from your center. Doing, of course, all our movements at the speed that's the kind of the right speed for you today. And then making your waves maybe a little more luminous. And then coming parallel to the earth and letting your arms swing as if you're an elephant as you shift your weight from side to side, but moving with a pretty flexible spine and hips, right? So that same movement where you're leading from your hips and your spine is all relaxed, but your two arms are like the trunk of an elephant, kind of exploring if it feels better to be parallel to the earth or maybe a little more upright. And then drop an anchor, like you're dropping an anchor to the bottom of the sea. And release any tension and tightness all along your legs, back of your legs, which is our bladder meridian, which is associated with our kidneys and the water element. And release tension and tightness in the back of your neck, shoulders, lower back. Now bring your hands to your kidneys. Take a breath in with a straight back and open up the front of your hips. And then exhale, bring your heart parallel to earth. So inhale and exhale. Let's do two more. Giving your kidneys a massage. And then just sink into the earth. And turn your awareness inside your body and in your stillness. Just notice any motion. And then opening up your eyes. Do a bit of a staggered stance. Shift in, letting your one hand. So you kind of have a bit of a straight line from your pinky finger to your pinky toe. And then switch. Keeping your knee bent. Keeping your knee, whatever knee is bent, right over your ankles if possible. So exhale as you switch, and now inhale as you stretch. So then when your next breath out, and then take a breath in. Let's do one more. Then lifting up from your hands, shifting from your feet and shifting to the other side, finding that stretch. Find just the right lunge, checking that you see your toes peeking out from your knees. Shoot for a nice straight line from your, feel the tip of your pinky finger. Now feel the tip of your pinky toe and stretch from both of those points. And then on your next breath out, switch and inhale. And exhale as you switch. And then at the pace of your breathing. Let's do one more. And then with your feet still wide, let's do, the name for this is seaweed in the ocean. So it's got seaweed pulsing as it floats effortlessly. Taking a breath out as your hands come apart. And then exhale. And we're starting to cultivate a Qigong, but also perhaps a ball of light, but a ball of reflected light, a lot cooler. So we're starting to form a little moon ball. So here's your moon. Now lift your moon up into the sky. Check it out as it shines its reflective light of the sun. And then let that light shine down. And this is called push mountains. So picture as you're gently nudging those mountains in either palm apart. Now straightening your knees. This is called parting clouds, parting the clouds in front of your heart. And you're going to do a bit of a flat back, and as if you're doing a swim, and you're going to dive to the bottom and pick up your moon, which is waiting for you at the bottom of the sea. So now lift that little moon ball and lift it up high in the sky where it belongs. Just enjoy that stretch. Next breath out, let that moon just shine all around, right? Now push those mountains gently, pushing those mountains, inviting your tailbone to still drop that anchor, inviting those roots from the bottom of your feet and your kidney one to really connect to the heart of the earth. Now straightening your legs. You're going to do a little roll with your hands as you then dive. And then you're going to dive into that cool, refreshing water and just gently bring up that little ball, cool yin light of the moon. And lift that moon up into the sky. Exhale as it shines. Inhale as you separate clouds into a dive. And then, whoa. Right, so we exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale as you dive. Inhale as you pick up that moon. And then lift it into the sky. Now take a breath in. Let that reflected light shine, cooling, but lighting at the same time. Now separate the clouds in front of your heart and make your dive as you go down into that cool, refreshing water, nourishing water. Pick up the moon and lift it back up into the sky. And let its light shine. And then part the clouds in front of your heart as you do dive. So this next time through, I'll be quiet. Let's do one more. And then starting to polish the table. It's a good movement, partly for our heart. We can right by our heart, pulling in what's nourishing, and then releasing what's no longer nourishing. Same movement that we started where you kind of lead from your center and from your hips. Let's drop it down to our solar plexus. This is where we transform inspiration to action. Now let's drop it down to right in front of our kidneys. And now down to our lower belly. And then bringing one hand on your kidneys. The other, we're going to do some Zen circles. So swoop down. And with your whole body, as you shift your weight and turn from your kidneys, giving yourself a bit of a kidney massage because your backhand is tucked back, kind of right above. And as you're inhaling, inhale. And then exhale. Moving with that effortless effort. Now, little by little, make your movements just a little smaller. We're going to spiral in. So as your body is moving less and less. And then gathering that very yin qualities of water to help calm the very yang qualities of fire. And it's most yang. And then gonna kind of spin it. And then pull it in. And your second and third finger will be right in front of your navel. And shift your backhand to right behind, which is your door of life. And just sink into a short standing meditation. Inviting that cool blue light to calm the red fire. And then gently release. We'll shift to the other side. So whatever kidney was getting attention, now the other kidney gets attention. And you're going to shift your weight. Very graceful Zen circles, shifting and turning. And let your palms, which has a lot of heart fire pressure points, and let that energy actually make its way down your arm and actually into your kidneys, right? So as the water element helps keep the fire element in balance. And then little by little, make your circles smaller. As you kind of spin that energy from your palms, pulling it in to nourish. And then start to spin it smaller and smaller. Then with your second and third finger, pull it in so that your right fist is kind of an inch or two in front of your navel. Shift your backhand right behind it to your door of life, and we'll just settle and sink into about a minute here. You're taking slow, deep breaths into your kidneys. And maybe including your heart as you take a breath in. Letting fire and water work together. And then opening your eyes, floating the backs of your hands up, and we'll end with stroking the waterfall. And sunrise, floating up that waterfall of light. And letting go of your grip, anywhere in your body that it's gripping. Release tension and tightness in your hips, in your quads, maybe in your jaw. And then float your hands up, turn your thumbs back, float your hands overhead, and pull. And balancing yin and yang. Pour whatever nourishes you right now. So with your breathing, inhale as you float your hands up. Exhale as you turn your thumbs back. Inhale, gather that yang energy from the heavens, and then just fill. We'll do one more. And bring that energy to your heart and your belly. Give a rub. And then switch. And then with your hands on your kidneys, give a gentle bow. And give gratitude. And thank you. You too, sweet Meg. Thanks for coming.